Hey guys, so it's been about a month since I did a drone video because I sent my drone back to DJI for repair. And next week it will be a month. It took that long to send it back, get it replaced. In that month, a lot of crazy stuff has been happening in the drone world. One of the first things that came to my attention, one of you guys sent me a link to the Washington Post article about the court case that overturned the FAA's regulation on registering your drone with the FAA, which is awesome. I think that's good news for drone pilots everywhere. Less regulation is always good. The first thing that's interesting though, at least, is that we don't have to register our drones anymore. What would be great is if that would also mean less regulation, but I don't think that means that at this point. I think at this point you still have to follow the same FAA guidelines. They can still enforce them in the same way. They can still fine you in the same way. Which leads me to the next piece of news.
One small problem with testing this though, and that is that I'm under investigation by the FAA and I can't fly in New York City anymore because I don't want to get in trouble, and it's irresponsible and you shouldn't do it either. So I gotta go somewhere where I can fly this thing safely.
Casey Neistat is under investigation by the FAA. Now, I was tempted to think when I got my ticket for flying my drone that little guys like me were targeted, but the big guys like Casey could do whatever they want. And I guess this kind of proves that that's not true. In a way, it's a good thing. On the other hand, I love Casey's drone vlogs. So I first watched a video, I think it was Drone Valley or something like that, did a video on all of the things that Casey did that were illegal. He crashed his drone into Central Park. Certainly it's very tough probably to really fly a drone in a safe manner in New York City when you have all the foot traffic, you have cars, you have buildings everywhere to block your drone signal. And Casey has what, like 7 or 8 or more crashed drones to sort of show for it. So anyway, I hope they let him off relatively easy. I hope he doesn't quit flying drones altogether because of this FAA investigation. Think of the snowboarding videos through New York City. And you couldn't get some of those shots without a drone. Unless you, of course, hire a helicopter, which I guess Casey can do. The point being that if a little guy like me can go out there and shoot cool videos and share them with their friends and not have to be a big film outfit to be able to shoot cool videos. And this kind of takes that away a little bit, I think. I think it's cool to be able to go out there and get some cinematic aerial shots of action and things like that without having to close down a street or get a permit or hire a helicopter or anything like that. So it's less about what it means for Casey. I mean, Casey can probably do whatever he wants budget-wise, and more about what about the little guy who's trying to start up and fly and create cool videos and things like that. You know, and if you live in Canada, obviously you're completely screwed with the drone regulations in Canada. Hopefully that gets challenged and overturned. Another interesting thing that happened this week is the DJI Spark release. The DJI Spark looks like a really cool drone. Probably the drone I would have bought had I been starting out right now. If you look at it, it's a $500 drone. If you get the Fly More package, it's $750 or something like that. It has a lot of the features of the bigger drones. It has the 2-axis gimbal stabilization, which is awesome. It has full HD video resolution, and all of that is really, really cool. It has some really nice software features built in to where you can control it really easily at short distances with your phone or your hand or things like that, and that's pretty awesome. I don't know that I'm going to get the DJI Spark. I probably will, and honestly, if you look at this scenario that I'm in now where my drone has been gone for a month for repair and replacement, if I had a little drone like the DJI Spark, I could still fly, I could still get shots. And previously my only alternative would either be to buy another expensive drone like $1,000+ drone, or to buy a crappy drone like the Unique Breeze. I think it's the Unique Breeze or one of those drones. DJI just has it together with their software and their hardware, and they're probably the only drone company who could pull off something that's small, compact, low price point, and still really smooth, really high quality video. And I think it's great. Couple things that aren't so great about it, I would say, for someone who's looking to get really high level and professional footage, is camera quality is not quite as good as some of the bigger drones. Anyway, the other cool thing is it does work with the DJI goggles. It is a cool drone. If you don't have a drone yet, you don't have the Mavic, you don't have the Phantom 4, and you are a drone hobbyist, you're just want to have something to fly around on the weekends and get some cool footage, and you're just starting out, you can't really justify spending, you know, $1,200 on the DJI Mavic Fly More package, I would totally recommend getting the DJI Spark and trying it out. I personally haven't used it, of course, but just looking at the footage, looking at the controls, just knowing who DJI is as a company, I think I could really definitely recommend for someone who's starting out that is probably the best option in its price range. Anyway, that's all I have today, guys. I will be getting my drone back next week. I'm so excited. I'm ready to get back out there and get some cool footage. I mean, I'm gonna shoot some awesome drone footage. I do have a bunch of business meetings next week. I have 2 people flying in from out of town, so I'm gonna be kind of busy, but I'm really hopeful that I'll get a chance to get out and get some cool footage. Thank you guys for hanging in there. Sorry it's been so long since I had a good video to put up. I'm mostly about drones. I'm not that great on camera, I don't think, so I have not been putting too much out there since my drone has been gone, but thanks anyway for hanging out. Talk to you guys next time.